finished watching Charity's second episode of The Bachelorette a couple hours ago. I just went to a movie with a friend. I'm back. It's literally 11 o'clock at night, but I was like, I need to put these thoughts into words, and there's no better place to do that than YouTube. I'm finally able to be on YouTube, so I'm going to be posting here way more often. But okay, let's jump in. Okay, initial thoughts after the first episode. Charity obviously has an amazing spark and connection with Braden. I think that's his name. Hopefully I don't mess up these names, but with Braden, obviously Aaron B, I think it is. Braden is giving unaware, like self-unaware, and I don't necessarily think that makes him a villain or makes him a bad person at all, but he has been driving me nuts. Like literally the second episode, I was like, get it together, like literally.
Get it together.
And I say that with love, I say that with respect, you know. I hope he can laugh about it. I'm sure people are being a little bit critical. I haven't been paying attention in real time to like the tweets and stuff, but I probably will go through some memes and share my favorites. If you get the first impression rose, you're probably not going to get the first one-on-one. And based on what I understand, it's like if you have that strong of a connection with somebody off the bat, yes, there might be an initial strong connection, and a lot of times that's just chemistry. It's not compatibility, and like we all feel that. I feel that in the real world all the time, where I'm like, damn, I have chemistry with this guy, but he will break me. He will break my heart. He will ruin my life, but we got chemistry. So there's a difference between chemistry and compatibility, and I think a lot of times people that get that first impression rose where they just get like left behind, and it's not because there isn't chemistry or like attraction. That chemistry doesn't translate to compatibility, and that slowly starts to be discovered through the process. Braden, you got that first impression rose. You're not gonna get the first date. Aaron B. Oh my gosh, Aaron B. He's endgame. If Charity and him don't end up together, I hope they are still cool. I hope they will support each other, because I don't know what it is about their connection and just their relationship already. It's like obviously so early, but you can tell they really, really care about each other. I feel like there's like a strong, mature connection there that's just organic and natural. I feel like Aaron could be the type of guy that has that slow burn. He truly might have like compatibility. They both seem like they're really looking for a real relationship, something that will translate into the real world, hopefully end in a marriage. Charity looked stunning at the night portion of that. Like, oh my god, yes, she just looked so beautiful. That burgundy kind of like burnt red dress on her was absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed. Something I didn't like, not about Aaron B, but just about like the show in general, is like I feel like it's amazing for people to open up and say like, oh, I've done therapy, or I've like worked on myself or whatever, but I feel like it's kind of become this thing in Bachelor Nation where like we have these trends of things that happen that like make people the villain or make people the good guy or whatever it is. And I don't know if that's how the conversation really played out, but the way it was presented to us, it was like, oh, here's like a nugget, like I've gone to therapy, like I've done it, I've done it. And I feel like as Bachelor Nation, like so often we're like, oh, like thank God, like he's a good man, he's amazing, he's gone to therapy. And I feel like so often I'm like, yeah, but like everyone should be doing that. And it's amazing, it's wonderful, I'm glad he opened up about it, and I'm a Aaron B stan, but that's just like a trend I'm noticing that I'm like, don't love that. But it's, you know, that's just a hot take. That's just my hot take. Also, Charity getting emotional after that one-on-one was really, really beautiful. She's the perfect Bachelorette. She literally is taking this seriously. I feel like she's just down. She's ready. She's a good girl. Like I've talked to so many people from behind the scenes. She's got a genuine heart. She's like a good person. And I think she really wants to find somebody, and you can tell, you can feel how grateful she is for this opportunity, which is really cool. Very likable. This guy, who is this? I forget his name. Adrian. I disagree with Adrian. It is like spring break. You're at a mansion with a bunch of people your age, you're having a freaking blast. Like, it is so much fun. And if you're not having fun on the show, like, yes, there's a lot of negatives. And I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't absolutely brutal and totally emotionally taxing. a majority of the time. But if you can't enjoy the fact that you're literally at a mansion with a pool, it's so funny because this is literally that scene from I Think You Should Leave.
And Ronnie, I feel like you're just here for the zip line.
What?
All you do all day is go on the zip line.
You should check out that skit. It's by Tim Robinson. It's amazing. It's so funny. But yeah, hot take. I think that Adrian was overstepping on that. You should be able to enjoy yourself. You should be able to enjoy your life. Obviously, that's not the only reason you're there. It's not just to have fun, but like you should be enjoying your life. He actually seems like a lovely person, but I just don't like that take. I'm like, no, people should have fun. People should be having fun in the mansion. And I don't like the fun police. Like, I don't like when people are like coming in and saying like people aren't taking this seriously. If somebody were saying horrible things about Clayton, or if one of the guys were saying horrible things about Charity, then yeah, maybe I would feel inclined to be like, you should know this person is unkind and they're saying unkind things about you. But you don't just get to make passes on people's character and judge them and be like they're not ready or they're not taking this seriously. Like, everyone handles things differently, and you certainly aren't in charge. You're not in charge. And so I just think it's kind of like tattletale-y. Like, I just like don't like when people go to the lead. I'm like, that's gross, it's icky. But I don't think it is coming from like a malicious place. I actually think he seems like a really nice guy. I just think that mind your business. Oof. Okay, the longest kiss with, what's his name? Oh my god, the guy that she did the longest kiss with is so cute. Joey, 27, tennis pro, lives in Hawaii, loves a good sunset. Oh, what a gem. Yeah, that was a great kiss. That was a fun segment. It sounds like my worst nightmare, making out in front of a bunch of people. But honestly, thank you for your service, Charity and Joey. We're thankful to people like you that allow us to be entertained. So thank you for that. Joey was so cute and so sweet. You can tell he's got like sweetheart energy. Genuine, kind, thoughtful, seemingly, I don't know this man, but seemingly all of those things. I get why there is that like attraction and spark there. I thought it was really cool that he opened up so early on about his family dynamic, which was really interesting, really beautiful. I also think it's just cool to like hear that kind of story on like this big of a platform. It's just like, it's pretty unique, but it's also more common than you'd think. So it's really cool to hear somebody talking about that. Oh, back to Braden with the longest kiss. Okay, this part of the show reminded me of that Key and Peele segment where
she's stepping out the damn shower talking about, can I help you?
See, that's crazy right there.
Craig, I looked this woman in the eye, I said, bitch, you told me 6:45.
You said that?
Yeah, I said, bitch. Then I laid it out.
But you said bitch, though. You said bitch.
Yeah.
And then the other one looks at him and he's like, but did you say it though? Did you say bitch? This literally reminds me, Braden talking about Charity behind her back and being like, I think that's disrespectful, you know, that's degrading, or I don't even know what he said. Honestly, I'm putting words in his mouth now, but just him talking poorly about her decision to do that, him saying it like that, and then when he gets the opportunity to present it to her, he presents it way differently than he's been saying it behind her back. It was just so wimpy to me. I really felt like it was a true testament of his character, not in a good way, and I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but I do think that I would be cautious of him, because I just think for him to be saying all that and speaking so, not aggressively, but like, he was much more blunt and brash about it behind her back, and then to her face, he played it off very coy and cutesy almost. If you're gonna say it, just say it, Braden. Just say it. I didn't like that. I didn't think that was a good vibe. But it's interesting. I would never call anybody a villain. But he's gonna give us, in my opinion, it's giving like a similar vibe to how Luke P kind of was on Hannah Brown's season. I don't think they're trying to be assholes or anything, but they just like haven't learned better. I don't know. Hot take. Ooh, I feel bad saying that. That's kind of mean. This whole like here for the right reasons narrative is, I'm so over it. We have to drop it. Like, note to producers, I know y'all be stealing ideas. Drop the narrative. Nobody cares. A better narrative would be to be finding the person who's there for the right reasons, not finding the 1 or 2 people that are there for the wrong reasons. In reality, everyone is there for a unique experience. You do not know if you're compatible with somebody until you spend a significant amount of time with them. None of these guys know if they're compatible with Charity. In reality, they might admire her, think she's beautiful, want to date her, but none of these guys know if there's true compatibility, and they won't know for a long time. So anybody that says they're coming on the show because they want, like, they're like determined to get married and determined to get engaged to Charity or to whoever is on the show, it's like, no, all you have to do is come on the show with an open mind, an open perspective, willingness, openness, availability to fall in love and possibly end up with this person. That is like the only requirement, and we need to drop this narrative of here for the right or wrong reasons. It's honestly just like, it's beat to death. It's done. It's so done. I just can't, I don't know, I don't get it. I'm like, we can do better. Like, there's better storylines. Also, I would love for Bachelor data account to like calculate how much time is wasted on storyline about people who are there for the wrong reasons, there for spring break, there for this, there for that. And like, honestly, if we could spend more time, like how much time would we get back seeing actual connection and love story and challenges and like all of these things that actual relationships are based on if we cut out these like really overdone, overproduced segments about here for the right reasons. Like, how much time would we get back to see real genuine connection? Just my thinking out loud. Charity killed it. She's absolutely stunning. Honestly, I'm loving her wardrobe. I feel like she's got amazing colors that are making just like her whole look so vibrant. She just looks beautiful. I feel like she's doing herself a lot of favors with wardrobe. These guys are obviously crazy about her. She's a catch. It's been fun. The first episodes were fun. Like, overall, good episodes, and I'm excited to see how this unfolds.